Hello everybody, SussexBiker here. Just out for a ride with Kev, my mate. SussexBiker Kev, his YouTube name. He doesn't vlog. He's let me have a go on his CBR1000 Fireblade. So I'm about to jump on this machine. Let's just have a quick walk round of it. It's a lovely colour, red and black. It looks a bit of a machine, if I'm honest. It's got an arrow rear can on it, which sounds absolutely awesome. And yeah, so I'm going to have a quick blast on this and see what it's like. It's a very, very pretty looking machine. Looks proper fucking meaty. It's a very beautiful machine. He's going to have a go on my street triple. He's never ridden one before, so I'm hoping he's going to enjoy it. I can just hear a bike being wound up somewhere. Right, you ready? Right, all systems go. Let's do this. Oh, ready? Hold on. Fuck me. He wasn't hanging about. Right. There we are. Nice dash. Wow. Right, let's go. I think this is probably the most powerful motorcycle I've ever ridden. I was going to be riding this today, so I haven't genned up on the facts and figures. I haven't got a clue what horsepower it puts out, what the weight of it is, what the seat height is. I'll probably insert a caption. I've literally just jumped on this for the first time, and I'm going to take it easy to start with. I just want to zone myself into this machine to see what it's like. I've ridden the 600RR before, but obviously this is going to be more powerful. So yeah, we'll see. And I apologise now if I use lots of the word power, nice, awesome or fantastic. I just put that out there because I'm bound to. I kind of feel, I'm used to the street triple, I kind of feel like I'm sitting in this rather than on it. Does feel nice through the corners though. It's just, I've got an absolute utmost respect for this because I know the amount of power I've got underneath my right hand. And I'm kind of a little bit apprehensive about that. As much as the inner demon in me is saying pin it, pin it, pin it, I just know I'm going to hit three figures quite easily. We wouldn't want to do that on Britain's roads, would we, officer? So we're just going to take it nice and easy. It's got some added extras. He's added a gear position indicator. It's got some sort of carbon effect levers on it. The arrow can, see me. I think it's got a carbon hugger on it from memory. So I'm looking forward to putting this through its paces on some of the bends and seeing what it actually corners like. One cheeky overtake. Yeah, this is an overtaking machine, that's for sure. Don't even have to think about it. If you're in the right gear, it will just do it. This is going to sound awesome through here. Bit of overrun, sir. I hope the camera's picking this up. Sounds awesome. Why have I suddenly started using the word awesome? I never use the word awesome. there's the obligatory person trying to take me out when I'm riding someone else's bike. Always happens. Yes, look at me, I'm on a noisy sports bike. Check me out. That's just woken Petworth up. I've not really had the opportunity to test the brakes out yet, thank goodness. But what I have felt, they feel quite capable, but then I suppose on a machine of this performance, you want good brakes. It feels fairly agile, fairly nimble, although I'll be honest, I think my street triple feels more agile than this. I just can't put into words the acceleration on this thing. I just want to try something. I'm just going to slow right down. So 40 mile an hour in 40 and 6. Even at 40 and 6 gear, it will pull. Which I'm quite surprised about actually, because people tend to think that inline fours you've got to stir them, but this seems to have a, you know, power on tap, even low down, but it's a totally different thing when you drop it 3 cogs and then then it's just instantaneous, absolutely instant. The horizon tends to come up fairly quickly, quicker than I'm used to. Oh, exhaust sounds lovely. Lovely, 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 lovely. Oh, I do like a bike with a loud exhaust. Used to my street's fairly quiet. In fact, you can hear the whistle of the engine more than the exhaust note. But this, all you hear is the exhaust, and it's loud, and everybody looks at you. And so, if you're a shrinking violet, this is not the sort of bike for you, I don't think. Well, the sort of bike with this exhaust, anyway. Look at that old minivan! Look, don't see many of those anymore. It doesn't feel that much heavier than my street triple. You know, it feels light enough beneath me that I'm comfortable with it. But you can just corner it in and, I mean, there you are. You just aim, point and squirt. It's lovely. I've probably been on this about 40 minutes now. And I've got to say actually my wrists aren't hurting as bad as I thought they would. Whether it's just I'm holding myself differently or not, I don't know. Very, very impressed with it, to be honest with you. Very impressed. I think this is going in my top 10 of favourite bikes. Definitely like it a lot. Just everything about it. It just... But it's all about the power, isn't it? It's all about the power and the handling with something like this. And seriously, nothing can prepare you for how brutal this is. Brakes are really, really good, but then I'd expect them to be. You know, this is, you know, a fast 1000cc sports bike. You need to have confidence in the brakes, and they do give you confidence. They feel nice, they're progressive, they work. Just give you the signal that everything's okay. When you pull that lever or push the pedal, they are going to reel you in and slow you down. I mean, it's, you know, typical Honda. Gear change is nice, controls are nice, but the addition of the Arrow can does add a lot to this bike. I think it gives it a Really nice barky growl. All in all, I'm really impressed with this bike. I'm interested to find out what Kev thinks about the Street Triple R, being that he's never ridden one before. I said to him that it's guaranteed to put a grin on his face, so it'll be interesting to find out what he thinks about it. Just approaching Roomies. I'm nearing the end of my time riding this bike. I'm going to have to hand it back, and I think that's a good sign of how good this bike actually is. I don't really want to give it back. Don't get me wrong, I love my Street Triple, I absolutely love it, but this is fucking brilliant bike. I've got to be honest with you, I was really intimidated by riding this. If you twist the throttle and use the capabilities and performance of this bike, then yes, you're going to get yourself into three figures and a lot of trouble. But I have to say that actually it's been quite a doddle to ride, and I think that's the biggest compliment I can give this bike. So right, hello everybody, SussexBiker, and this is what I look like. Scary, I know. Yeah, I've said a lot of nice things about the CBR1000 and what a bike it is. Just thought it'd be interested to see what you thought of the Street Triple R.
Well, definitely. Being a bit of a sports bike fan, I was a bit dubious at the start, to be honest. It was very enjoyable. It's very flickable. You can really control it. Seems like you just don't have to do anything with it, and he just wants to go into a corner.
Yeah,
it's a very, very nice bike. Will admit it did hurt my wrist a little bit for some strange reason, but yeah. I think that's just because, you know, riding a sports bike for so long, you just get in the habit of being down there, but now I'm suddenly up here. It started to ache a bit on the top of my arms, but after 10 minutes it had gone. That was totally fine.
What about the engine? What about the characteristics of the engine? How did you find that?
There was no problems at all with the engine. I thought it was great. You know, sort of 6th gear, 30 mile an hour, and just open it up and it just goes. It picks up so quick. Hello, what the hell's that?
Some sort of chopper.
Yeah, it's just a really, really nice bike. If I wasn't such a, you know, sports bike fanboy, I would definitely be tempted. Definitely.
Yeah, you can sort of see what the fuss is about, can't you? I mean, yeah, you've got to ride one to understand it, but it's just something about how it all works as a package. I think it's just, as a whole machine, it works really well. I mean, what about the brakes? How did you find the brakes?
Very, very nice. Yeah, they just, you just stop. The engine braking is brilliant.
Yeah, I thought you might
slow
find that.
Down so quick.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what gear you're in either.
No.
You know, you just throttle off and you just, you know, down to 30 mile an hour from 60 in no time at all. You know.
You know why really now good. I don't use my brakes a lot when you follow me.
Yeah.
Don't need to.
No, yeah, definitely not. Yeah. It's a very nice bike. Really enjoyed riding it, so thank you very much for that.
That's alright, I thank you for letting me ride your blade. I enjoyed it very much, as I'm sure I said on camera, on video. But I think I'd get myself into a lot of trouble if I had one of those. I know they only go as far as you tug the throttle, but it's addictive. You just want to keep opening that throttle, and it's quite easy to hit three figures without even thinking about it. It's just blink of an eye. You've got to be quite restrained, I think, to ride that. But it's put a grin on my face. And more to the point,
every time.
Did the Street Triple put a grin on your face?
Yeah, the first 25 metres of riding it, I had a grin on my face.
That's good. That's good. You can understand why I like them so much.
The clutch on yours is so nice as well. It's just my one. I don't know if you found. Did you find my one? It starts to ache a bit or not?
No, it didn't really affect me, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it does me after a little ride. you know, especially if you do a lot of slow riding, you slip in the clutch a lot.
Yeah, I didn't really do a lot of slow riding, to be fair, though.
I know. I saw the back end of you go. Yeah, I know.
But and also, like I said, I think I said on camera when I was riding it, that it didn't hurt my wrists as much as I thought it was going to hurt my wrists. Certainly, I've rode your 600RR. And I rode Ollie's Daytona, and they both hurt my wrists, but that actually isn't too bad. Yeah, it's a fantastic machine, and I don't know if you noticed when we rode through Petworth, Peter Ryan was just looking. Everyone was just spinning around looking at me. I think one, because it was so noisy. But once they've turned round, yeah, they're just drawn to the bike. It just, in the black and the red, it just looks absolutely stunning.
But, yeah, I think she's a very pretty bike.
And I don't know if you found it with the Street Triple, but I mean, again, I'm repeating myself, but I said that I was quite intimidated about riding that. I thought it was going to be a real handful to ride, but actually, do you know what? It's actually not. It's easy to ride. I'm not being big-headed. You think it's going to be hard to ride, but it's not. It's easy to sit on. You can reach the floor. It feels stable. It's agile. The performance is there, but it's easy to control. You know, I thought it was going to be a fire-breathing handful. Oh my God! But
it can be if you let it go.
For sure. But I didn't feel scared when I got on it.
No.
Well, I did to start with a little bit, I suppose.
It's the first initial. Fuck.
Yeah.
That goes like a rocket. Once you pass that, it's alright. When you actually give it,
it's actually you can ride it at normal sedate speeds, and it's no big problem. You know you've got the performance there if you want it, but it's it's nice to ride. Anyway, there we go. You get to see what I look like. You get to see what Kev looks like. Scary, ain't it? Until next time. Thanks for watching. Goodbye and ride safe.
Bye-bye.
Peace. There you go. I don't know if that's going to be good or not.